Hi there folks, thanks for joining me again. Jean back with more Mars anomalies. The ancient Utopian ruins of Mars. This high-rise photograph was taken just west of the Viking 2 lander site in the Utopia Planatia area. Acquired on the 3rd of May 2012, and it's really a high-res photograph, 25 centimeters per pixel, just over 1 gigabyte for the JP2. And as usual, there's the crop from the low-res JPEG. And the first anomaly we're looking at is right there. It looks like this rhombic shape, almost square shape, walled structure, totally ruined, really ancient. If you look at all the blocks around this area, it looks as if something really devastated the structures I'm going to be showing you guys. And as always, you can use the scale indicator bottom right to give an idea of how large these structures are. So we're looking at these 4 blocks. Also, there seem to have been a wall here perhaps. Look at the really flat surfaces and well-defined edges, and then that one there has what we call a knob. Maybe that's just a hole, I'm not sure. There's also some more smaller features on this block over here, but I like the arrangement of these 3 huge blocks in a row over there. Looks really unusual, and then more lines running across here, possible walls or terraces. Lots of these blocks with little features or knobs on them all around this area. I speculate a lot of water rushed through here very suddenly and washed these blocks out over the surface. Check out these blocks over here to see where they are located in the photo. As usual, there's so many. There we go, right up there. Straight sides, flat surface, 90-degree angle, then a little oblong feature on the top. Looks as if these blocks have become dislodged. More of these looked like ancient ruined walls. And I'll be looking at those blocks over here. As usual, there's plenty other anomalies to check out. Just focusing on those there. What's really intriguing about these is the finish to these blocks. Really smooth surfaces, and also they seem to be arranged in some type of pattern. Check out these heaps clustered around, and I'm going to zoom in on that area right there. Look at the way these blocks are arranged. Could this have possibly been a structure, and then these blocks were forced apart by the water that flowed through this area? Well, I speculate it may have been water. Otherwise, there was apparently some nuclear explosions in the northern hemisphere, so I don't know if that had anything to do with the way these structures have been devastated. But that's also speculation, so check out the smaller little knob or feature there on this one. More of these blocks in lines or rows. I'm looking at those there. Get the straight edge on that one, and then there's some geometry and symmetry in this shape, and then right there in the center on the one side you've got what looks like a little dome or sphere. Check that out there. And then a lot more of these blocks with little knobs or features on them. Looking at one there in the center. What's really interesting about this one is the round circular dome there, and then two smaller ones to the one side. And that anomaly there looked really interesting as well. The sort of rectangular part sticking out, what looks like an opening over here, and then we've got three blocks arranged in a circle there. And then on this one we've got what looks like a little pyramid feature. Checking out this block over here, specifically the geometry, like a 45-degree cut in that one corner slot there. Get that really straight edge, and then what looks like a little hole over there and over here. Really intriguing. Looks as if that piece to the left may have been a part of this, broke off and it's covered in sand. Also it has a smaller feature on the top. We're looking at that one down here, almost a 90-degree angle, straight edges, and then little dome-like feature there on the face. Check out the others. So I'm going to look at the anomaly there. It's got 5 little knobs on it, and then a larger feature to the right. Get the way these have been arranged in a symmetrical pattern around the center. And then more of these clusters or piles of rocks or megaliths. Looking at those there, long rectangular megalithic blocks sticking out of the surface there. Look at the way those three have been arranged next to one another. And these 3 blocks here also have little features on them. rather unusual as well. Looking at that anomaly there. Look at those three similar sized smaller features on top of this sort of semicircular block. And then this was also highly unusual, with like 3 parts to it, and really intriguing is this rather strange part sticking out of this piece over here, coming over the top of this middle object. I'm not quite sure what this is, and that looks like a circular disc that's been buried in the sand, with only this part sticking out. And then this was also rather unusual, with this sort of hexagon feature carved into the top, and a little dome-like part in the center. More of these larger blocks with smaller things on top. Looking at that one there, got like 2 rows. There's about 4 in that one there, 3 in that one there, what I can see, and then a long narrow one there to the one side. Look at that there. There's a whole row of them as well. Also this one here has a little dome-like feature on the top. And then these 2, this is a narrow, what looks like a really narrow one over here, and then a smaller rectangular one on top. Check out the 2 little parts on the top of that one, and then something really odd on top of the larger block over here. Really bright substance, I'm not sure what that is. It almost looks as if it could have been a metallic type of plate. And then another polygon shape object right there. Looks like a little chevron part to it on the top, and a little ball or dome there. And this block also has one on the top there. Check out this anomaly in the center of the screen, guys. Another circular feature on the top in the center. So let's take a look at where that is. Google Earth Mars. So my latest discovery is in the northern hemisphere. There's the Viking 2 lander site. And then just having a quick look at the anomalies that I've found elsewhere. So that's it for this one. In the next video I'll be featuring more disc-like objects with smaller features on top. Check those out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.